we think he'd like Spotify Premium. Instead of just 6 skips an hour.
Wait, Caustic, did you remember to put in the stream key?
So you can jump between tracks as much as you like. Learn more about Premium when
Just
you
making
tap
sure.
the banner. Go on, do it for Peter.
I forgot to change the push to talk button again. Well,
okay.
now it's all set up.
Oh,
And
welcome to the stream.
we're streaming already? Oh, today we've got Majesty Academy versus Unchained Academy.
Wait. Are you sure it's on?
Is it on?
I don't know.
Let's check this stream. Yep, it's on.
Okay. Okay, keep the You see what you were doing.
Okay, so we've got Unchained Academy versus Majesty Academy. Do we have the team names up in the...
I think we should. Quick little information. I'm actually one of the owners of these teams, Majesty Academy. And the other team is Unchained Academy, which is really good too.
Let's see, Unchained has Seen Silver, Sav, Sean.
On the Majesty Academy side, we have Cyrus, Irina, Tibo, Professor AJ, Squeegee, and Rukasu.
And on the other side, we've got Scene, Spoops, Fish, Pure Fire, Death Vish, and...
Also, I've known that Rukasu is a decent projectile player, so he's probably going to play that role mostly.
So right off the bat, we're coming out with some sturdy 2-2-2 comps from both teams.
No
right?
goats.
Yeah. Nope, no goats here on Hollywood.
Looks like they're using the new Reaper too on the side of Unchained Academy.
Yeah, with the recent patch that went through, I'm surprised both teams aren't running. We've only got Gritty. Meanwhile, Ruska and Tivo have to make up the... And as the team fight breaks out, Irina pulls out a kill on the enemy Reinhardt, forcing attackers back. The first team fight down.
It's like it.
I need to remember which team is which, and I don't know which is which.
I lost connection.
Who's on defense right now?
I believe that Majesty Academy.
Majesty Academy's on defense. Another engagement, another fine ice wall, but nothing comes of it, and the team is able to group up. Series goes in too deep and gets but fair trade because they Majesty gets both the Genji and their Reinhardt. Tivo getting a little aggressive with the ice walls. Isn't able to confirm a kill or separation.
Majesty has to watch out right now because they have no Ryan currently. And
True.
looks like he got back in time though before I push.
Yep, and they're back. But the entire other team got all the way around. And is now flanked. Reinhardt charges in, but lands nothing. Shatter comes down, and Nano comes in from two different teams. But Shatter means nothing as Series gets the kill.
Unchained, maybe we'll take this
Somehow
back.
picks went back and forth.
Maybe we can take this actually.
Yep, and this will go to the attacker. Professional trying to make a last stand, but it's useless. That's just feeding. And Arena finally goes down. Ariana.
Objective lost.
And that's point one. We've got Puppy Fire, Death, and Scene pushing forward. Up, and Fish joining them.
Also, we have 3 ultimates, actually almost 4 ults on the side of...
Oh yeah, let's keep the ult economy here. We've got 5
5
ultimates on attack. This is going to snowball quickly if something's not done. We do have a Zenyatta ult and Reinhardt ult on the defender side. But will it be enough?
They're gonna have to watch out with which ults to use here.
We've got Death Vish hunting down that hunt with no
Might
team
see a nano
support.
fake here.
And Diva Bomb comes in, and Lucio Barrier comes in to cancel it. Nothing happened.
Cyrus goes for a big
Comes in
shatter.
from Series and lands a 3-man shatter, but no one's there to follow. And Scene actually gets the kill on Series. Really gets the DMX, and Swoops gets the anti-Ana. This is very much in the attacker's eye. 2 more ults come out, a Nano Blade.
T-Bow's carrying this fight.
just to
Never mind.
clean up the fight. And with that, ulti goes balanced, but the attackers have taken point 2. Yeah, I don't think they have a stall in Yo.
Yeah, it looks like that's
And as Rasku is just trying to stay alive. Full comeback.
We might see use the snowball push from the side of Unchained Academy if Majesty doesn't do anything right now. Squeegee's out of the mech. This might be problematic.
Unchained just having so much trouble right now holding it. Bob gets thrown out and nanoed in the hopes to stop, gets slept and shield up. He's basically doing nothing. Yep. You really need Bob to be in a team fight behind a Reinhardt shield in order to get any value out of it.
Yeah.
But as just poke wars for now, and a shatter comes in to no avail.
Unchained already almost
Puppet.
has. Well, they're also online.
They get the kill on the enemy Reinhardt. Sirius can go in now. The Genji Blade comes out, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to pull back
They're only
from
killing
the attack. Nope.
I get this.
Oh, it's so back and forth. But right now the number's 4 to... Looks like
So 1 to 4. And they can... Oh, it touched the
Unchained
point.
is definitely taking this point.
Огонь по готовности. Complete.
And how much...
Score 0 to 3. Switching sides.
And with 3 minutes in the bank, Unchained takes point 3.
Initiating.
That was a really good push from Unchained Academy. Just snowballing into fights.
Taking 1 point and snowballing the ulta. And
they were-
like
They were really careful with their ult usage at the end there.
Majestic was just feeding, in my opinion. Like they never had a solid regroup since point. They just never engaged themselves. Always got engaged upon.
Yeah, they would try to attempt to rebuild as well, but at that time Unchained would just get in there and it would have been too late for them. For a regroup.
Ready for battle.
All right. Now we've got Unchained on defense. And we've got Majesty on attack.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like we're pulling out pretty much the same comp. Except this time we've got a Widow Reaper on defense from Unchained.
We're seeing a really odd quad support.
Yeah, we're seeing a really odd quad support.
Oh,
They're
never
almost trying... Oh, never mind. They're swapping it up a bit more.
Looks like
We've got a 3-2-1 comp. The 3 area heals.
3.
Series and Squeegee on Reinhardt and Zarya, and Rasku on Reaper.
Cyrus already have
Very much a new Goats comp.
Yeah,
Not
Reaper's gonna be
3-3-3, but Reaper, with the recent Reaper buffs that came through, you really want to run him for those huge heals. Alright, team fight breaks out, and Majesty getting right up in there, and gets the kills on Puppy Fire.
They trade Ryan's.
But Unchained, yep, they trade Ryan's.
You're gonna have to watch out for the Reaper in the back.
Yep.
Just look at him. T-Bar right now is left on
Evo
point.
left on, but it looks like the numbers are going up regardless. And with that, it's a blowout. Point 1.
You're gonna have to see how carefully the teams manage their ults here, because it can literally mean the whole map.
Yep, as we can see, Series already has his shatter. Meanwhile, Puppy Fire only sitting at about 90%.
Goes for the shatter, but gets
Already uses shatter, but nothing comes out of it. But they get the kill on Puppy as he's using... They gotta be careful of death though, as he's using Pharah and just getting 3 shots in the back.
Yeah, that's gonna really help him get his ult up.
Ouija confirms the kill on Pharah. And this cart's just gonna push. They just need to have Ariana just sit on the point back there. Scene does get a counter pick on the Brig. And Diva bombs for another pick on Lucy.
Right now it's a, what, 2v6?
This should be a reset for
Yeah, it's definitely a
Team
reset.
Majesty. Team Majesty is on attack, right?
Yes.
Enemy contact.
They're gonna have to.
And with Deathwish just getting the stagger pick,
they're gonna have to find a way to kill him.
just making the comeback even longer for Team Majesty.
Rocket barrage incoming.
And ults popped. They confirmed 3 kills on the side of Unchained.
Currently, they only have one ult on the side of.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on Majesty, we've got 4 ults coming. Blowing ults early on in a fight is not the brightest.
Yeah, it's literally.
So as these
pointless.
teams come in, Majesty's definitely going to have the chance to snowball it, just as Unchained did on their attack. As a grab goes in and gets eaten by C. They fully engage, picks go back and forth, but it looks
There's
like
still a
we've got-
Reaper on point. They get him.
Yep, still that Reaper on point.
Still have to get rid of that Pharah.
But with the Ana, Diva, and Reaper out of the question, looks like
goes up the
Majesty
side.
is going to push this a solid block. I think that Unchained is going to have a comeback though, and contest this
That
point.
comes out.
But not if Majesty can get in their face. They
Tivo
go
gets
for the
killed by
kills
the man.
and pay for it, losing both Series and TiVo to ultimates. Shatter comes in, and another barrage.
Operating.
Deathwish is just getting barrage after barrage. This is the second barrage since this point.
Looks like Gritty's going up top. Maybe try to get a sneaky play in. They might attempt to go for the back line.
Still no swaps in comp. They're steadfast in their 3-2-1 comp.
They're determined to run that 3-2-1 comp.
And they do have 2 support ultimates coming into this. Meanwhile, Team Unchained have
Majesty blows Transcendence. They're still losing the fight.
Yep. Transcendence goes in and nothing comes out.
Looks like they did get rid of Reaper's
As
ult.
Unchained holds point yet again.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough attack for Majesty if they don't do the right switches.
Clearing the area.
Yep, this is the time to switch with ults down. They definitely need something to deal with that Pharah because Deathwish is just getting ult after ult from 2 tanks, 3 healers.
Yeah, I think Widow's particularly good here because of the long sight ranges.
Yeah, and all the high ground. Alright, they're trying to speed past everything. Reaper, Pharah, they don't care, they're going straight to point. But they're caught off attention and Puppy gets in there with a shatter. Team fight breaks out and Gritty confirms the kill on Ryan.
Another barrage.
Another barrage from Deathwish. And Majesty is just getting butchered.
If they don't commit to switches soon, they might lose this match.
Yeah. I already fear it's too late. Series goes in with a risky charge, but he has the teammates to
Might get
support
put
him,
in.
and they all pull out. This time it's Puppy Fire with the risky gets in there and pays for it big time. They end up trading Reinhardt for Brig though, which is still very much in
Gritty's still
Team
able to get away.
Majesty's favor. Another pick, they win the Reaper fight. This may be their chance to push. If only they could deal with that darn Pharah.
Yeah, they have to get rid of that Pharah because he has another barrage.
Already another barrage, yeah.
She might blow it right here, actually.
With Diva Bomb and Barrage coming in, confirming 3 kills with Barrage. Deathwish is heavy carrying right now. I think Majesty's lost this. There's not enough time for a full regroup, and everyone's dead.
30 seconds remaining.
This is gonna be a really scrappy team fight if there even is one.
Yep, not even the switches. It's only if Lucio and Reinhardt can touch point. And they're going in. They're going to be met with a Reaper and yeah, Reinhardt goes down.
10 seconds remaining.
Ruska is going around to see if he can at least touch point. Tivo gets on point and 2 Reaper ults. But the defense matrix guarantees that Gritty's going to win that one. The full team comes in, and with Sound Barrier and Transcendence coming in just to keep the team on point. Grab to try and confirm some kills, but there's nobody to take advantage of it. If the numbers are still 6v3, doesn't matter how many ultimates you throw into that.
He is
Reinhardt comes back and Diva Bombs thrown into the air.
Squeaky did go down in that fight.
Hammer swinging.
The physical
Majesty does
another
confirm
barrage.
too, but another barrage comes in, confirms.
See, they managed to take her down. They finally switched over to a soldier.
Now a 2v3, Reinhardt still alive, but Shatter comes in from, confirms the Reinhardt, but they
kill
trade.
Scene on the back.
And somehow Majesty pulls through.
Yeah.
With respawns coming in,
He
Gritty's
was
going to
coming in.
try and contest a soldier and Zenyatta. Nope, they've got all the respawns. They've got Ana, they've got Doomfist. Zarya's back for Team Majesty though.
Rihanna has to stay alive because they're about to get Transcendence.
They've now swapped to Moira. And another Reaper ult from Gritty is just going to wipe out Tivo and Squeegee.
Yeah.
With Sound Barrier put out, there's just no chance Majesty could take that.
Had Ariana stayed alive in
And-
that fight, they could have possibly won it with Transcendence, but they got slept.
And map 1 goes to Unchained.
Game.
Indeed. Recently play at the end.
Play of the game goes to one of the many Reaper ults from...
Gritty.
So, in terms of coordination, we definitely can see a big difference between Unchained and Majesty.
Yeah,
There
Majesty
just seems
was
to be a
bit
bit
scrappy.
more of a hive mind behind Unchained.
You seem to be combining and just doing better plays than Majesty.
As well as better ult management, with the exception of when they went super aggro after point 1 was taken on their defense.
Yeah. Really interesting.
Also, Majesty's determination to run a 3-2-1 comp kind of cost them, because you really need to swap off to a Diva or a hit scan to deal with that Pharah. They weren't even running Pharah Mercy, but Pharah got like 2 ults within the first minute of second point.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't deal with the Pharah and you're playing in a hit scan.
Alright, looks like our next map might be Ilios.
Looks like it. And it's Majesty's pick. We're seeing some changes from the side of Unchained. We see Turk coming in for Gritty.
Now arriving at Ilios.
This is a really interesting map. You see different comps come out here, but mostly on Well, you always see Hog.
You always see the bunker comp, Orisa Hog, just because both Hog and Orisa have the boot.
Yeah, it's really powerful on this certain point. And personally, one of my favorite maps of all time.
Alright, as we wait for these 30 seconds to see what the teams have for us to...
Yeah.
I'm
Might
really
see-
curious to see what Majesty runs here, because they were just straight up running 3-2-1 or 2-2-2.
Yeah,
I'm curious
we
to
might
see
them-
if they run any of the hit scans that you can see on the high ground.
We might see them
or-
run McCree or Pharah here.
Alright, and as teams come through, we see bunker comp, both sides.
Looks
On-
like Unchained is determined on the Reaper picks.
Yep, Unchained definitely determined on that.
Yeah, we do see a McCree Pharah from the side of Majesty.
Yep, and the Mercy Lucio to follow through.
We see a
5, 4.
Real question is Mercy Lucio enough to heal a bunker comp?
yeah, with the Mercy changes we had a while ago, she's not as good as she used to be before in these comps.
Both teams are actually running Mercy Lucio bunker comp. The only difference is we've got McCree Pharah on Majesty, and we've got Genji and Reaper.
We might see the
other
Pharah dominate here. There's no contesting here.
Yeah. There is the Orisa that can spam down, but that's never really enough.
Yeah.
And we see the hook Orisa hook combo come through from Scene and Puppy Fire. But since it was just hooking a halted, wasn't doing anything.
Took a lost fight.
We've got a flanking Turk just coming through and getting picks. And with that,
Deathwish falls somewhere. You're gonna have to break the shield on the other Orisa side if they want to take this point. Side of Majesty.
I've got you. Clearing the area.
That hook was really close, but wasn't enough.
and another close call, but they get the hook on series.
And Turk Majesty get a soul
And
drop.
Majesty falls yet again. Another hook, another kill.
We just see that Unchained has one ult online currently. That's Mercy's.
Both teams only have one. Well, actually, no. We've got some coming up. Majesty's.
We might see
Keep
Turk.
forgetting which side is which because we don't have the team.
It's alright. We might see Turk coming out with a flank here.
Series is Majesty.
Yes.
Yes. So Majesty really needs to come back to this point.
Yeah. Lucio looks like he's trying to get a sneaky move.
I could use some assistance.
Ooh, Deathwish gets
And Deathfish loses the win. Deathfish wins the Greek duel. And seen with the Hog duel.
Chica did nothing though.
Unchained is dominate as Majesty went for that flank.
Team up for special attack.
Doesn't seem to matter running the Pharah. Unchained is just chaining down Majesty. And with one clean shot, Cena's down.
He's not doing anything about
Turku deals with Squeegee, meaning this push is pretty much dead by the numbers. Turk comes in with ult. Sirius goes down again. And this is just a butcher scene.
That's the point. I mean, we just
Things
saw
are
him do
not
nothing.
looking good for Matters.
Just let him do nothing against that Reaper.
0.
No, absolutely nothing. Well, they do have a McCree, but he is always playing so and losing the duel to Deathvish.
Yeah. I think he's getting a bit too ambitious trying to get those fights.
Yeah. It's clear that Majesty is getting out DPS'd and out coordinated. At least one of the two.
They're gonna have to get together and just pray and get a good synergy going on here.
Alright, we see team swapping up. We've got a Moira Lucio heal on Majesty's
1.
with a solo tank with double tank Reinhardt. Meanwhile, we've got a Reinhardt Winston on site on Unchained, with
really
still
weird.
running the Mercy Lucio.
We already see Majesty trying to go for the point.
Yep, Unchained takes a spot near the. Meanwhile, they just intercept and completely wipe.
Yeah, we only saw one pick.
Oh, risky charge coming from Puppy. Doesn't get the kill, but doesn't kill himself either. And with Turku just running around, getting picks everywhere.
Look at his ult too. He's 66% to it. Way ahead of everybody else.
Honestly, this new Reaper patch was uncalled for, and Unchained is showing us exactly why.
Yeah, I mean, they've just been sneakily buffing Reaper.
With Reaper getting another early pick on Junkrat, right? This push is basically flopped. Majesty is going to try and take some positioning, though, as they take the back house, push up towards center. Series going in deep, just letting Scene have free range of the back.
It's like Scene is just going in the back line.
Doesn't confirm any kills, but is able to get out of luck. That's monkey value. A big hammer comes in. Quad shatter.
The check coming in from fucking flank.
Doesn't confirm any kills though, but Turk comes in and lands his ult. gets Lucio and confirms 5 more kills. Mercy's the only one alive. Baby Diva.
Not for long.
Sorry, Moira.
Yeah. Honestly, this Junkrat needs to stay alive.
Raskar just needs to take better positioning if he's going to win anything.
He's losing a lot to the Reaper or the McCree.
Yeah, it's been Death Vision Turk this whole game, carrying and just staggering the entirety of the enemy's DPS.
I mean, the pressure that is applied by Junkrat is not pressing here.
And with Unchained's McCree going in deep, he gets picked early. This could be
Oh, we're seeing Turk going in behind him actually.
this could be Majesty's chance. With coming in with Tyre and losing the Junkrat in the process.
Tyre's coming in.
Tyre's still running around looking for somebody to kill.
He gets
Gets the Lucio, along with all the other picks that have been going on. Majesty takes point, with Unchained having 99%. It's kind of a last stand now. But looking at Ultico, we do have Shatter on both sides. We have Diva Bomb for Majesty, as well as that Mail. That can be devastating with how Unchained's currently playing.
Yeah.
We've got Scene already touching point and drawing the attention away, letting Puppy Fire and the rest of the gang come in. Sound Barrier comes in, keeping Monkey and Reinhardt alive. But Shatter and Freeze come in from Mystic. Or sorry, Majesty.
Puppy Fire really low, but alive.
Turk comes in with the with Death Block, just helps confirm the entire team fight.
This might be it.
The res on Fish. That's gonna be game.
Alright.
Oh, sorry. Second point.
That should have been it.
Oh, that's it?
Score.
Yes.
All right, well, that's map 2 going to Unchained.
I mean, we see Majesty Academy doing nothing against the DPS on the side of Unchained. That really...
Yeah, we
makes
just
me
see a
trouble.
bunch of staggers coming out of Rasku, especially.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, tanks and healer synergies are just working out for Unchained.
I mean, they seem unstoppable here. We don't know what's going to be able to make them crumble.
All right, it's going to be Majesty's pick yet again for map.
It is going to be really rough, but they're going to have to work really hard to get a comeback.
We're seeing a team swap on Team Unchained. They're wanting to swap Turk for Gritty.
Yeah.
Don't know why though, because Gritty has been like running that Reaper and running it well.
Yeah, they keep...
It all depends on the next map though.
We might be seeing just a standard rotation of DPS here.
And it looks like we're playing Anubis.
You know, we see a lot of Widowmaker on this map.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
See a lot of Widowmaker, but you also see Pharah usually sometimes. As well as on point A, there are so many routes you can go. So in this, still don't get why they're swapping off Gritty, the Reaper.
Yeah,
Oh, it
'cause
doesn't
Reaper
look
is
like
really
look like they're swapping him off.
Reaper is really good here though for a second point. We might see him on tech though. This is just a really strange map because you see a lot of different comps.
Yep. And in a moment, we'll see exactly what we're dealing with in comps.
Yeah,
Ready for battle.
you might be seeing
All
dive.
right. So, on Team Mystic or Majesty, we've got your basic Reinhardt Zarya with Ana Zenyatta, and then Junkrat McCree.
An
Basic 2-2-2.
30 seconds.
For a good defense here on Anubis. Meanwhile, Unchained, we've got an Ana Lucio, Reinhardt, and Diva as their 2 tanks. So running a little divey, and then they're still running Gritty on Reaper. I thought they said they wanted to swap him. Oh, sorry, they're running Moira as a 3rd healer.
4,
Oh, they are.
Unchained pulling out the 3-2-1.
1. Attackers in.
We might be seeing this in the current meta, actually. It seems to be popular.
I can imagine. But it also is heavily countered by Pharah, so I wouldn't be too sure.
Yeah, I mean, we can really predict this.
All right, we've got Unchained pushing in all the way to the...
They're gonna go all the way
Going
around.
high ground. Team Majesty is just so confused. They get Unchained confirms the kill on TiVo as they get on point. Meanwhile, their tanks and Zenyatta are just coming around now for the counter dive. You really can't be playing roundabout like that. Majesty suffers huge losses. Nope, never mind. Rasku coming through with the carry. Fish finds the kill on Arena, but that's not going to be enough.
It's like Unchained still takes the point.
Yep, Unchained takes the...
That was a really interesting team fight.
Yeah, Reaper and Lucio definitely pulled through. Just speeding that ball of death around.
I mean, yeah, it's just Asher's in the
Not hard to deal with, especially with the buff recently.
I'm back in the fight.
We do see a Junkrat tire coming in, though. On the side of
That
Majesty.
is true. Junkrat Tire and Shatter. So Majesty definitely has a decent hold here. As long as they can land that Shatter. Nope, Series goes down almost immediately, along with TiVo and
You're gonna have to
Ana.
really just roll carefully here.
This is going to be hard to come back
I think Rukaso didn't use his ult here.
as they finish off Squeak and TiVo. They do
Back and
lose
forth
their
here.
Ana. Oh, things are going back and forth here.
Here comes the tire.
Here comes Tire to just try and clean up point.
It's coming straight for death.
And as they're going to stagger Pup, they're going to pull to point A with 1 tick down.
I think they should
Sorry,
prefer
point B.
on the Hammond here. Hammond is really good on this point, knocking people around.
Yep. Yeah, we see Majesty pull out. Nope, they're swapping back to the
Going back
Diva.
to Diva, though.
They're having second thoughts about that.
Yeah.
Especially against Gritty. That you really don't want to be running Hammond against her.
You might be seeing him coming with his ult.
As both teams are ready for the team fight, we've got Reaper going off to deal with Diva. Rejoins for the main. TiVo with Shatter. Ults popping left, right. But as the picks go, Gritty's down, Fish is down, and Arena.
Puppy's anti. They have to kill him right now. They do.
But it looks like Majesty's going to hold it, as Scene is the only one left alive.
Yeah. They could have committed to killing Scene, but might be too late for that.
Let's get you healed up.
Suiting up.
We don't see many team swap-ups right now. Everyone's just charging ults and wanting to use. But it looks like Unchained is going left side.
Yeah, they still have
And
3 ults.
Majesty is definitely noticed as Junkrat Tire goes.
There he goes.
Is going to confirm at least a few kills. Chasing down an Ana from across the map. That puts Unchained in a bad position to go in.
Yeah, puts him one less healer. A really good one at that. Might have
Yep,
to
and with that, Unchained is just backing up for the regroup.
This might give Majesty enough time to get an ult or 2.
Yep, and just as you say, Series getting shattered. But Unchained does have 3 ults. They're sitting on Gritty's Death Blossom, Scene's Diva ult, and... Oh, there comes Coalescence. And Diva
Majesty has
confirms nothing.
Big Shatter
And
gets both.
Shatter goes in, getting both Moira and Ana. TiVo successfully pulls off a high noon on the enemy Diva.
It looks like another lost fight from
Another lost fight for Unchained. Majesty
A lot of
finally
holds
pulling
there.
through on defense.
We're seeing swaps coming out from the side of Unchained.
That is true. It looks like they're coming off of their 3-2-1 comp, running Zarya Hammond as their main tank combo. Ana Zen for high damage and anti-nade. And a Widowmaker Reaper for both long and short range.
Yeah.
With an early pick from Deathwish, it already looks like these swaps are paying off. Puppy Fire gets right into the mix of it.
Deathwish is
Getting the attention off, getting shield down, and Deathwish is just able to take out.
Ooh, Squeegee gets
we
killed before he
see-
connects.
Yep, we see Squeegee bombing to no avail and dying for it. Gritty gets in for the point to contest.
Slayer has to be big.
We see another Rockish tire. And
Does get us
confirms the
one.
kill on Fish. But Gritty taking out TiVo. It's still just going back and forth. Gritty just
Fight
brawling on point. D-Mech Squeegee, but gets killed by the Junkrat. Deathwish confirms the Reinhardt kill,
They're still committing to the
allowing Team Unchained to get in. But Ana's gonna have nothing of that.
There's still a
as
Slayer on
trained.
point.
Squeegee comes in with a melee on the Widow. And TiVo ends the Zarya. It's going to be another hold.
Really close to another ult here
Majesty.
too.
Yep, Altico is definitely pointing to Majesty holding this for the full two. Between TiVo having his Deadeye, between Deadeye and Nano,
Ooh,
as well as Shatter coming up. Not to mention, charging so many Tariers. Alright, we see engagement with Gritty and Puppy fight. Gritty falling early despite his ultimate.
Looks like Cyrus still shatters.
Cyrus getting nanoed and shattering. Not landing much, but it definitely pressures Unchained off point.
Yeah. Widowmaker's still up on the high ground.
Deathwish looking for the picks, and Puppy Fire trying to make the space where.
Another tire coming out from
But his
Murkowski.
Puppy goes down, and another tire comes out. And a High Noon takes out Deathwish. Fish just falls to the tire. It's another hold.
Both teams pull a lot of ults there. We might only see
Yep.
Unchained
But
pulling waves.
Ultico has actually swung the other direction. As Snoops and Fish, we now have 2 defensive ults on Unchained.
That nano
The
boost is really
closest
huge on the
ult
Ryan.
we've got on Majesty is a Transcendence, which might save them. But they
We also see-
really need to charge that. We've got a full regroup on Unchained, and they're coming in.
The grab.
Nano early and grab.
Puppy gets 2.
Puppy gets the kill on Reinhardt and destroys everyone.
This might be it.
With 18 seconds on the clock, Unchained pulls through a full cap.
They barely managed to get that point thanks to their supports.
Score 0-2.
An amazing hold
Sides.
from Team Majesty, but it was just not enough.
Yeah.
Initiating match.
They really could have gone in the support ults, but they weren't playing careful enough. You have to keep an eye out for the enemy. Because in that instance, the Zarya just went through the side and nobody called her out. And just popped the grab.
Yep, you can't let Zarya get a grab through like and expect to win a fight.
And it's especially hard to stop Zaryas nowadays with D.Va's nerf. On defense
Yep.
matrix.
All right, in a second here, we're gonna get to see what both teams are.
Ready for battle.
Looks like we're having a bunker comp coming out of Unchained. Meanwhile, Majesty is still running the good old Reinhardt Zarya.
Featuring Reaper.
Both teams are running a far DPS, close DPS, but on Team Majesty, we're seeing a Reinhardt. Odd, we're seeing Gritty on Symmetra. Not a Reaper this time. Meanwhile, we've got 2 main healers, Mercy and Ana, behind the bunker comp on Unchained. Meanwhile, Majesty's looking to speed in and land the ante
1. Attackers.
with Lucio Ana.
Defend objective A.
And we're off.
They're setting up on high ground.
We see
Deathwish,
a high ground bunker comp. You can. It's only possible because they've got the Symmetra, but it's definitely going to let them just sit up there. Doesn't look like they want to though, as Scene and Puppy just drop down to point.
Pretty.
Majesty is going up and around, going to drop down on point.
They already pick up.
Series gets an early pick on Grid.
Need to watch out for this Bastion.
But as bunker comp comes in, oh, they're running a Bastion? I did not catch.
Scoops versus the.
Heat comp comes in. They get the pick on Bastion, but they pay heavily for it. They lose so many people and put themselves in such a bad position. Puppy Fire is able to come through with the picks, and point A is going to be held here.
Yeah, because it does get close to an ult though.
That is true.
And if they're quick enough, they can push him before the Bastion gets here.
We see a swap on side of Majesty. Instead of running a Zarya, they're now running Reinhardt Monkey.
Kind of odd to see, especially thinking that.
Especially considering the Bastion. Yeah, especially considering the Bastion.
This might be questionable.
Bastion is sitting a little too far forward, trying to find a way in.
Gets picked off actually.
Nope, Brasku's still in the fight, but Deathwish gets picked off. That's a huge downside. Gets res though. Monkey dives Bastion, but has the honors to support.
Team popping this ult.
Ults get popped from Unchained. Ana and Hog ult both confirming kills, and Deathwish just spamming away. Another hold from Unchained.
It's gonna be really tough to crack.
Ultico is very much looking to be in Miss Majesty's fate. Considering, oh no, never mind. With Bastion ult,
You're popping.
you see the bongos coming out right now, and big shield from Gritty. Visor gets popped, but Tivo drops pretty early from a sniping Bastion of all. And with that, Majesty just has to sit and wait.
Bastion ult coming out.
Bastion goes in, and Majesty's just going in despite the ults. They nano the Reaper and looking for the Death Blossom on point. Beyblade catches two, but is it going to be enough? With two tanks and Reaper on point, Majesty looks like they're taking this. Monkey falls, and Orisa can't brawl the Reinhardt Reaper. Ana can't fall and should probably fall back. Contest just can't.
No reason.
And with that, and a little under a minute of time left, now 4:47.
New defense point.
Majesty takes point A.
To keep me out of the fight.
We've got a pause request on Pup from Team Unchained.
Yeah, which is control equals, I believe. There we go. Control.
We've got a pause coming from Team Unchained.
Oh, it looks like they have
They're
some
still running the same bunker comp, which did work out. They just had to manage to keep Bastion alive between fights. Meanwhile, we're seeing the same comp we see no changes coming from Majesty. And I mean, why should they? If they have Widowmaker up top and just send the other 5 around to one of the sides or even down center.
Looks like they're back. They still having a symmetrical ult on the side of Unchained, which might be big.
Yep, a big burst on Deathwish, but no kill confirmed. As the entire team goes to the side except for the Widowmaker. Team Unchained is definitely split here. A nano onto Puppy Fire and a shield to keep them safe from the Widowmaker. This allows them to focus and kill Rakish.
Get out of there.
Squeegee gets fished.
You're gonna rest these Yana here.
As Squeegee finds the kill. Oh, sorry, finds
Big shatter coming out.
But Series finds Shatter and lands
Gets a 3K.
3K, but there are counter frags on the side of Unchained.
Yeah, Reaper came back though. This might be huge.
Oh, with whole hog coming out of, but
Rain
gonna
does
get
pin him.
pinned. Still, Scene
Unchained
wins
is
the
getting
battle
back.
with some support from, and Unchained will hold point. Not even a tick. That is brutal.
Yeah, especially how much they committed to it.
Yep, but the
Ooh,
Majesty
picks out
still has.
scoops.
Yep, and with that, they are up. They are also up in the ulti.
People right now getting targeted hard. We might want to see another pick here from Tebow if they want to push in.
Yep,
sneak
as the
this in.
respawn's already come in. Fish is sleep.
Big anti actually.
Big anti, and they find the Majesty ready to come in.
Reaper pops ult.
Roxu goes in for the death
Vision,
blossom,
really
but
low.
gets slept and finished. It's
have
just
to kill
Reinhardt and
Liana.
Lucio fighting on point, and Lucio goes down to a Spires is just fighting on point alone. Gets antied, gets finished. And with that, Majesty gets pushed back yet again. We see Puppy and Scene just playing a little aggressive to try and push him off. TiVo back on the high ground.
No one
It's
can
spammed
hide
off.
from my sight. Ali.
Sleeping Reinhardt. Nothing to take advantage though.
Reinhardt really low.
And ults just popped for the poke. Kind of odd.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've got a main force coming in while Raxu is going around for a flank.
kills the-
Ends up joining the main force with a bunch of frags from the side of Unchained. This push might be open. Raxu frags out the Reinhardt
They have
and
to kill
just
the
keeps
supports.
looking for more. Dodges the punt
Gets two
and
actually.
takes out 2 with Death Blossom. Raxu may have single-handedly taken this back.
They're gonna have to kill Liana right now.
Yup, they got the Ana. And
Much ult
as
does come out.
Puppy just tries to fight out on point, it's now a royal point
They have
as
to kill
Unchained try to fight for their point back. But it looks like Unchained fragged out, rezzed on the hog.
They nano the Mercy actually, which is weird.
Probably a misclick. Big anti, but nobody to capitalize off.
Yeah, they're gonna have to really push in.
TiVo narrowly escaping up.
They're gonna have to push in here really fast.
Yep. And I don't think Unchained is gonna let him.
Yeah.
With a Doomfist on the high ground and Hogs and just around the corner. This is gonna be a very rocky push.
Fire is going in alone.
Reinhardt series going in alone, getting counter shattered and hooked. But
still
the
get the pick
support
on the
comes in
Ryan.
on time, and they get the kill on Puppy Fire. Evo goes down from Deathfish.
Professor getting close to
Roxu's
another
already
ult.
in the fight, and he's getting the frags. A kill on Scene, a kill on Gritty. Another Death Blossom confirming more kills. And in overtime, it looks like Majesty is going to take point
May's
2.
coming in.
May comes in for the stall. And Tracer to help along. But with Reaper Reinhardt, you really can just punish anybody that tries
They
to
have
touch
to really
point.
get this Mercy now.
Mercy goes for the res and the
That's it.
while on Valkyrie. Unchained with an unconventional comeback. Lands the pen, lands the damage, freezes Scene. TiVo's forced to touch point, but
Slaughter.
that's just not going to do it. And point 3 and the entire game goes to Unchained.
Yeah.
We will be playing map 4 just because we've got to play 4.
Yeah. Oh, I get to see the play from Cyrus here.
Oh, big nanoed right with shatter ready.
A nice shatter.
Always a fun combo. Unfortunately, at that point, I don't think that actually won them the point.
Fortunately. That May pick though at the end though really helped out Unchained.
Yeah, that May swap definitely helped with the start. I don't think they would have been able to pull back without the right swaps.
Yeah.
But as we've seen time and time again, Unchained with the coordination and the DPS to pull.
Yeah, and I agree. That Mercy Rest was really good on the side of Unchained.
Yeah, I don't know how they were able to pull that through, with the Reaper and Reinhardt on point, just swinging and firing away.
Yeah.
Valkyrie helps, but even then. Looks like we're going to Busan for our last map.
No, we're not going to Busan.
We're not?
No. I feel disappointed too. This is an inside joke between the Majesty teams. We might be seeing Watchpoint Gibraltar here actually.
And as Majesty gets to pick the last map,
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
basically it's a scrim at this point. Oh, no. They're fighting for the point. Fighting for 1 point. Make this not a 4-0 in Unchained's favor.
Yeah, that would put him really far ahead in the standings. Well, not far ahead, but that would really put him in.
It's a big difference between a 4-0 and a 3-0.
Yeah.
4-0 and 3.
Not 3-1. That could mean playoff spots for the end of the season.
Yep. 1 point's the difference. All right. Again, we got to see comps in about a sec.
One.
Ready
Yes, my favorite comp. We probably get to see Dive here.
Oh, we're going to be seeing dive from both teams here. The
Yeah.
classic Monkey Diva coming out of both Unchained and Majesty.
Attackers
This is one of my favorite compositions ever, literally. Makes me
Looks
happy.
like pretty the only difference I'm seeing right here is Majesty's running the Ana. Meanwhile, Unchained staying pretty sturdy with the Mercy.
Yeah, I mean, Diana's gonna provide
It's
nano
kind
blade
of an
value
odd
here.
pick considering how much he's been nerfed, but they're proving she's still a solid pick.
Yeah, she definitely is. That damage boost is really good still.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers in.
All right, we're seeing a heavy hold on the high ground from Team Majesty. Dean goes up and sees the chaos that ensued. Looks like a team fight on bridge. Nope,
nice both sides
they're just poking. They're just
That
pushing.
fish does die.
They're just making sure that Majesty doesn't touch cart, but Majesty is gonna have none of it as they drop.
Ariana does
But
go down.
in the process, Unchained getting the picks on Raisku and Arim.
Ana goes down too.
Yep, Ana goes down too, and the D-Mech, and the Monkey, and the Baby Diva. It's a team.
Look at the
Tip out.
ults. Look at the ults on the side of Unchained. They're currently getting close to 3. Actually 4.
Yep, dive is one of those things where it's just gonna snowball. This snowballs way too easily.
Yeah.
The closest ults we have on Team Majesty is Diva Bomb and
Maybe we're gonna get stick.
Pulse Bomb comes in already from Gritty with a D-Mech and the Lucio. And point A is going to go to Unchained with 5 minutes to spare.
That is a lot of time.
Just dagger picks on TiVo. The bomb lands on the Ana and the Monkey. This is just snowballing. Ana goes down. Genji goes down. Everybody goes down. Coordination and DPS definitely help when running dive.
Yeah, it's one of those comps that are
And
really
as-
strong.
And as we've seen, Majesty just doesn't seem to have the coordination or the mechanical skill to pull off a dive.
Looks like they're going to go.
They're swapping up to a bunker cup. Yeah.
Here you go.
People misses his stick.
A missed pulse bomb and a pick on the eye. This try to retake point is just flopping right now.
Heroes never die.
Probably fire popped ult and
Yeah.
found the kill.
There's no this on the side
And
of
we
Unchained yet.
see Valkyrie come out of Mercy just to confirm points. They still have three ults to 2 in terms of ulti kill.
Yeah.
Fury is caught off by between 2 tanks and a. As Gritty goes in for just to push him back. I mean, as a 4th point, this is not how you want to see this end. Just constant spam spawn kill.
They're just completely rolling Majesty.
Deathwish finds the kill on Series right as they walk out. But Rasku is going to punish that as they get the kill on
He does
Deathwish.
pop Mac.
Scene
Quick
does
and
pop
barely.
bomb and finds a kill just for the spawn. Ana finds her way on point, but she's not one to stall.
Dude, this is slaughter.
Series the respawn and Chris tries to get in, but there's nothing stopping the damage with that. And with the blade and the trance, both coming out of Unchained. Little to no. Oh, giant Deadeye from the crew. Pulls back the fight.
This might save him the point, actually.
Might save them with a 3v2 draw. Majesty finally pulling point back into their grasp. The snowball is over. If it wasn't for Ultica.
Was a really good play from Rukasu.
Yes, it very much was.
Really risky as well.
Unchained just wasn't able to dive him fast.
You see Bridget coming out here. Swoop's getting in there, trying to get a kill.
And as the team fight comes in, it's Majesty pulling out the frags. But as
Fish does pull his blade out.
yep, we see Deathwish pull out the blade and land 2 kills. But Rasku's fragging anyways. Rasku goes down to and Trans comes out from Fish just to try and confirm this.
There is really
We
low.
see the May swap from Team Mad. Definitely a good swap here as a last stand.
Yeah, it's gonna
especially
be really good for
against the
stalling
dive.
even more.
We see another
Deathwish does
frag
go
from Tiva.
People is doing really good on this Bridget. On the fence.
Bridget was another great swap. Because Dive, you just can't outdo a Brig as long as she can get the swings.
Oh, Mail does get eaten.
Mail gets eaten. And Rasku's getting the picks. Another high new from Moscow. Just gonna confirm that they hold this point. The freeze on the monkey to stack. But Deathwish does punish Series for going a bit too far and being a bit too... And that is yet another hold for Team Majesty. With 2.5 minutes left on the clock, Ultico. Looks like we've got it in favor of Unchained again. Diva Bomb coming right and landing 2 kills right away.
These are huge.
Pulse Bomb coming in, like killing Team, and Dragons coming in to confirm the last few kills.
Really problematic.
It's a wipe. And with 2 minutes on the clock, the point goes to Unchained.
Cyrus also body blocked at the end there.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Wonder what Unchained is gonna pull out here on the defense. We see Cyrus doing a remark on the body block at the end there. We might be seeing dive again from both sides here.
Ready for battle.
All right, and as we see the comps come through.
Attackers
Seeing another dive from Unchained, definitely know that they can run it. But Majesty running their own dive with the McCree. Rasco is definitely pulling off some work.
Yeah, he's doing really good on
But-
McCree.
But the thing is, you usually want to run a McCree with a shield, just so that he can stay safe, because he can't keep himself.
He's gonna be really vulnerable to dives here.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop.
And as we go in, they're all. We also see Mystic running a Brig with dive tanks. Very odd comp. It's sort of a brawl dive, which is you want to take the fights.
He still might be good though. 'cause he can-
TiVo goes in and gets antied and picked early.
That's getting picked off.
With that, the cart is already under the bridge.
Yeah, I do still think Bridget is
Series
good here
gets
though.
leapt, antied, and dealt with from across the map.
Yeah, Bridget is good here though for deterring dives actually. Those stunts are
Unchained
really
holding point. Squeegee trying to bounce around point, make some space, but there's nothing to be made.
Yeah.
Beam mech on Squeed. But a pick on Gritty from Rock.
Cyrus going in.
Roscoe already landing that high noon, but gets slept for it.
We might be seeing a nano blade here trying to be pulled off.
You see a brawl underneath with a nanoed monkey, and then a nanoed ulting monkey.
Both monkeys going in.
Monkey is angry. And Puppy is looking for
Really
those.
going for that. He does get the Ana.
But all the while, they are pushing car.
They're going back and forth here on top.
Gritty does try to contest, and with the support from a baby deal, and their trace. Does look like Majesty has the pushing force to get through.
Yeah. Blade coming
Ults are
out.
popped. Gritty with the dragon, and Squeegee with the bomb that does.
We're also getting Tracer on the back with a headshot.
Yep.
Another one on
But
top.
and Gritty lands. Gritty does get a kill with the. Scene getting a kill with the. Still anyone's fight.
Right now it's just a fight. point.
Zenyatta popping Transcendence just to try and keep them in the this 4-5v3.
Looks to work.
But as bomb comes in to confirm the kill on Tracer.
Bridget coming back. This might not be enough though to keep them up in this fight.
Nope, it definitely looks like Majesty's losing.
Ooh, they do get that out of.
Ana comes back and Monkey's on it.
Fish
But
really
it's
low.
4v3 and they get the kill on Squeed. TiVo does find Fish somehow and stays alive for the regroup.
This Bridget is doing work right now.
Big time.
Puppy does get nanoed.
The res does come through and Ana's in the fight. That nano on Puppy Fire, another angry Winston. Finds the picks on TiVo. They're Zenyatta and their Ana. And with Monkey ult for good measure. I don't think Majesty's gonna be coming back to point.
Yeah, I mean, there's currently 3 ults on the side of Unchained,
Seconds remaining.
and 2 of them are really good at stopping pushes, especially like Diva Bomb and Blade.
Yep, we've got 2 tank ults, which might, if they coordinate, if Angry Monkey can just knock everybody into bomb range.
You're gonna have to play this carefully.
Bomb goes in from both
Does
teams.
pop hurts.
That Squeegee just does not position it well. Lands nothing.
Blade comes out. That gets 2 of this
Pulse
pulse
bomb gets 2 kills. And with Blade from not landing anything again. But it doesn't matter, the frags are out. It's Squeegee and Monkey just sitting on point, hoping they...
Oh, it's just the monkey. He was out of the picture.
Monkey maybe-
He's DMA'd.
They're down. And
looks like it's it.
That's it. Gibraltar goes to Unchained 4-0.
Indeed, it's just a 4-0, complete dominance.
Play of the game.
It's like really good blade coming out here.
Unlike anything Gritty was pulling out, he pulled out like 2 blades and didn't pull a single kill.
Yeah,
While
really hit or
attacking.
miss. This was an interesting series to watch.
Regardless,
It's
Unchained
nice to be appreciated.
comes victorious.
Indeed. He's just showing us how synergistic they really are. I guess how well they play together.
I definitely can see Unchained going to final.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do that last season, actually.
Really.
And it did win the... it was with a different squad, but it was the same team. Yeah, I know. But we might be seeing a runaway pool here, where the old squad is over somewhere else and the new squad is still as good as them. Guess we'll have to see at the end of the season.
Alright, and that ends today's game.
Yeah, thanks for watching and tuning into the stream.
Our